Welcome back to my channel, guys. How you guys doing today? All right, guys, we in September and we a few days from the fall. Okay, so when you're growing food in temperature that you got to worry about the frost, you got to start being aware, you know what I'm saying? But right now I still have time according to how the frost goes. I still have maybe a month or so. But if you notice in this garden, I'm going to show you something where I plant my garden a certain way. And the way I plant my garden that my garden will produce continuously right through the spring, right through the summer, right through the fall. So we're gonna be happening, you're gonna be harvesting food all through the year until that frost comes. So let me show you some crop that I plant that I will able to harvest later down in the year. In the early part of the year, I have grown cabbage, broccoli, brassica, collard greens. I basically grow that type of food. But that type of food is basically for early crop. So after that, I start growing squash, pumpkin. But now I have some crop here that they take at least 6 months before you could harvest them. Even the ginger take a long time too. So what I do, I plant these crop during the year, all in the spring. So guess what? They will be ready before the frost. So I'm gonna give you a tour on what I have going on here. If you notice, I have yams growing up in here. This is a small turmeric. I mean, it's there, but because of lack of sunlight, but it's doing pretty well. So this is Edo's, and this is very much ready to harvest. This is basically, these plants is ready to harvest at this time. These plants already did their 6 months, and Edo is a plant that takes 6 to 8 months. But this plant is definitely ready to harvest. So we have the turmeric, we have the yam, and we have a small patch of Edo here. You know, this is right in this area here. We have a lot of food that we can harvest. This is what dasheen look like. This is dasheen. Some people call it tara, but this is dasheen. If you notice the difference between the dasheen, this is more yellow. This is more yellow, and the Edo's is a more greener look. The stem is more greener and the dasheen is more yellow. So that's how you recognize their leaf. But if you notice the top of the leaf, they almost look the same. But I recognize it by the stem. The stem gives you a more yellow look than the dasheen. So we have Edo's, we have yam, we have Tanya. Let me show you the Tanya now. Let me get my shovel. I want to see this Edo. All this area here as well is basically Edo's. Okay? So I'm going to give you a tour. Guys, you got to watch this video all the way if you really want to learn something about survival crop. Yeah. This is a very interesting video that if you are a gardener and you want to learn how to feed your family, check this video out. Okay, so this is a Edo. The way I see it, you see, this one have a small Edo here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna put back the head down inside here. So I'm gonna put back the head. That indicates to me that that Edo still need a little more time. So that's what's gonna make me know that I need to hold up instead of harvest. Now I need to hold up on my harvest Right, so this is Edo's going through there. Also, this one, this is another kind. This kind is what you call Tanya. This is Tanya. The Tanya look way different. Their stem, this is how I recognize them. Their stem is way different. If you notice, you're gonna see what's going on. You see how the stem look? Look at the stem. Look how it have that indent inside of there. You see the indent? Look at it. It have the indent inside here. So this is how you recognize Tanya. This is how you know. And these small leaf is very good to eat and healthy. But if you notice, you're gonna see the Tanya, it have like a seam, like a gutter. This is how you recognize Tanya. And like I show you, the dasheen is more, the stem is more yellow, and the Edo is more green. And you notice you ain't seeing that kind of stem. You ain't seeing that kind of stem with the Edo. You see how this one is deep. It look like it designed that way. You see how it look deep and coming right up? So yes, guys, this is what you call Tanya. Okay, so that's a few crops I now tell you about. Now you have okra. Okra is a very interesting plant that people should be growing because okra is healthy and it also produces a lot. This thing will produce for you right through until you hit the fall. Once the frost hit it, then it might fall to the ground, but it will be producing. Look at this one here. All right, so okra is another interesting plant to grow for a survival crop. Now you have groundnuts. This is peanuts. Peanuts is something you could grow in this plant in the spring or like May, June, in the summer, May, June, and then you could have a crop before the last frost. You see what I'm saying? So this is a survival crop garden, okay? Now you have collard greens. Once you plant these in the spring, they're gonna be coming back. So you ain't gotta worry about planting them in the fall. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna come back and they will go through the winter as well. Okay, let me go down here and show you more of what I'm talking about. We also have ginger, which is another amazing crop. We all know the benefit of ginger and the healthiness of ginger. This is another crop that takes a pretty long time. So if you plant them early in the spring, you're able to harvest them before the fall. So ginger is another beautiful crop I think people should be growing. What I'm noticing here, I'm seeing this ginger is getting pretty close for harvest, pretty close. You see, once you see they start to show that sign of yellow leaf, yes, it's definitely telling you it's pretty soon, which I'll be harvesting them pretty soon. So we have the ginger, we have the Edo, we have the dasheen, we have the Tanya, which I'm gonna show you another patch of Tanya over here. All right, and don't forget we also have the turmeric growing as well. We have many different type of pepper. So if you're looking for seasoning and flavors, you have the bell pepper, you have the cayenne pepper, you know, you have, I mean, these are the bell pepper. You see? So at the end of the day, you have food. Now we have Tanya. This is a patch of Tanya. Now, like I said, many people might know about these food. Many people might not understand what these food have to offer. This very healthy food. Even the leaf is pretty healthy. So this is Tanya. Okay? These go down here is edos. Let me show you another crop of edo. Over here, this is a patch of edo. And this patch is indicating, as you see the leaf them start falling, but I wouldn't bother them now. I will allow them to dry out, before which I give them like at least a next month. Okay, like a next month before I harvest them. But once you see the leaf them start drying out like this, yes, they're telling you it's very close. This is another dasheen, like I now show you up there. The body, the yellowness, the body, this is how dasheen look. So I basically show you 3 different crops that identical, almost look the same, but they're not the same. Okay, so this is a nice patch of dasheen growing right here. In this area here, we have edos. And like I now mentioned to you, these edos is telling you that harvest time is right around the corner. Okay, so all this is edos. When you have a crop like this, you can always see you have food. All this is edos growing up down there. We also have beans, which we already seeing beans growing up inside. All this is beans growing up in here. So at the end of the day, guys, what I'm trying to say to you, you got to try to grow your garden that it can feed you and your family. It's not just about growing some food. It's about how you're growing it and what you're growing. So down in this area here, you see, as you can see, all down there is pumpkin. This is a pumpkin. All go over down there is pumpkin. I don't even want to go down there because sometimes you walk through and you're mashing the vines. So I'm just allowing them to do their thing right at this moment. All right? They're just running everywhere. Just now I wasn't able to walk down here. I gotta wait till everything done ripe before I come. But this is what I'm saying, guys. So let me show you. And now you see I have my pumpkin. You see what I'm saying? I have my pumpkin. So this is 2 pumpkin I now harvest. So yes, guys, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is my survival crop. And guys, you should let this video motivate you. Because if this video motivates you, guess what? You will be in your garden growing food that can feed you and your family. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy. Peace, love, and blessing.